Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to the channel of Oracle Divine Truth, Miss V. I would like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in today. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe so that way you can receive notifications of when a video does upload. For those who have already subscribed, thank you so very much for your love, support, and I hope that you find these pick a card readings to be beneficial to you. With that being said, we are going to do this particular pick a card reading on guidance messages from your spirit animals. As you know, this is a general reading. So with that being said, take what resonates and leave what does not when it comes to these readings. If you're ever interested in purchasing a reading with me, you can check the description box. My website is below. If you have any questions, my email is also in the description box below as well. So with that said, we're going to get started with the pick a card reading, guidance from your spirit animal. We do have 3 selections here. So with that being said, I do want you to take a deep breath. Focus on the item that you are drawn to. Pile 1, we have the feather. For pile 1, we have the black and white feather. For those that select pile 2, we have the turtle. Okay, the little cute little turtle. See his little legs moving? The turtle. And for those that select pile 3, we have the jaguar. The jaguar for pile 3. Okay, so pile 1 is the feather, pile 2 is the turtle, pile 3 is the jaguar. So again, take your time, tune in to your higher self and your intuition, and allow your intuition to guide you towards the one that you feel that you need to hear. If you do feel drawn to more than one, that's perfectly fine. The timestamps will be down below, so if you don't want to listen to the intro, you can go directly to the messages that your spirit animal has for you. With that being said, we're going to get started with this pick a card reading. So I'm going to actually move this a little bit back and push this over to the side. Alright, so for those that select pile 1, which is the actual feather, let's see what messages your spirit animals have for you. So the first card that fell out is Dragonfly Illusion. You know who you really are. You also have the lion. The lion represents courage and master of self. You also receive the 5 of Cups. Also receive woman's wisdom. Woman's wisdom. You also receive the card of working. Working. And last but not least, you receive the card of good things are coming your way. Alright, so for those that selected pile 1, for those that selected the feather, let's see what messages your spirit animal does have for you. Give me a few moments to kind of take a look at this energy. Now, for some of you, your spirit animal at this time is the dragonfly or the lion. Okay, maybe for some of you, you've been seeing a lot of dragonflies a lot lately as well. Sometimes when you see a lot of different particular type of animals, those can actually be the spirit animals that is around you at this particular time. But what I'm seeing here when it comes to the guidance messages from your spirit animals for those that select pile 1, we're going to start off with the Dragonfly Illusion. Okay, you know who you really are. So for some of you, I do feel like you may have either been too much in your head, overthinking things a little bit too much, and there could also be some changes with your sacral chakra, meaning your emotions, okay, on how you seeing things. Illusion is all about overthinking and overanalyzing things as well, and that energy comes from imbalanced aspects of your emotions. So I do feel like for some of you, you may be in a position right now where you may be thinking too heavily on something, but not in a positive way though, in a negative way, to the point that you may have created illusions of things that's not really true pertaining to what it is that you have the ability to do. Because spirit is saying, your spirit animals are saying, you know who you really are. So for some of you, you may have been a little bit hard on yourself. You may have been kind of nitpicking with yourself lately, okay? Either when it comes to aspects of who you are as a person, or when it comes to the things that you have been trying to pursue for yourself. And spirit is like, no, your thoughts is only illusion. You know who you really are. And this is why the lion is stepping forth, because for many of you, your spirit animals are saying, this is the energy we want you to be in. We want you to come out of this state of illusion because you know who you really are, and tap into this energy of strength. For some of you, you may feel defeated in certain areas of your life, and your spirit animal is saying, you're not defeated. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. So tapping into the energies of the lion, being courageous, facing your fears, and understanding that you are the master of you. You can control how you choose to see things. You can control how you choose to move forth in areas of your life. And that's why your spirit animals are saying to you, this is just an illusion. You know who you really are. You know what you're capable of. You know what you can do. But there is a sense of defeat. And the reason I'm saying that is because for some of you, with the Five of Cups, you've been reflecting a lot on how things have not worked out for you. You may have been reflecting a lot about certain disappointments that you've experienced as well. And when you do reflect a lot on the past, or reflect on things that has not worked out the way that you hoped for, certain disappointments that you experience, it does get the best of you emotionally. It does affect your confidence level, and then you begin to create illusions of things that's not really true. Now with the Five of Cups, and your spirit animals are saying, even though that there is 5 cups here, only 3 of them have spilled. Pick your head up. Don't look down at the 3 cups that spilled. Look directly at the lion, because there's still 2 cups left. How you're seeing things, your perception, is just an illusion. Do you know who you really are? With the women's wisdom, there could be a lot of female energy, females that selected this particular option. But what I'm also seeing here is that for many of you that selected Power 1, has a lot of female ancestral energy around you at this time. So not only for Power 1 is your spirit animal stepping forth to speak with you, also your ancestors, female ancestors, are stepping forth as well, providing you the wisdom that many of you may need to hear right now, so that you can pick your head up. For many of you, it's your grandmother. Because I'm hearing an old saying, stop crying. What is it? Stop crying over spoiled milk. So for some of you, your grandmother is actually around you at this time, trying to help and assist you to look at things from a different perspective, and know that all is not lost. You still have an option. You still have a choice. For many of you, I feel that it's very important that you take some time to kind of go within and reflect, to see what may be causing you to create these illusions about yourself. What could be causing you to have fears of not going after what it is that you want? What could be causing you to focus so much on what didn't work out? When we're able to figure out the why, the sense of acknowledgement, we then have the power within ourselves to cut the ties to the things that no longer serve us. Because we do have the working card, okay? So for some of you, this could be when areas of career, things that you're passionate about, things that you're trying to pursue or want to pursue. Maybe for some, you want to go back to school, but you may be saying to yourself, I don't know if I got it in me. I don't know if I still remember this. Maybe if you're trying to start your own business, you could be saying to yourself, I don't know if I have the ability to do this. I don't know if I would get the help that I need. For some of you, maybe again, there's something that you started in the past and it didn't quite work out. But again, and I kind of said this in another video that I recently did as well, but this is coming up again for some reason. For some of you, you worked on something in the past. It didn't work out the way that you hoped for. But you still have a drive for it. You still have this desire for it. But the illusion is that it's not going to work out. But Spirit is saying, do you know who you really are? For some of you, I'm hearing it's a relationship too. For some of you, I'm hearing a relationship that your spirit animals are speaking of. For some of you, and this may not apply to everyone, your relationship may not be working out how you thought that it would. There could be some issues within a relationship dynamic where there is a lack of either emotional support, a lack of empathy in some shape or form. However, could be affecting how you feel about yourself or how you see yourself. You guys are being asked to work with that lion energy within you, to work with that confidence within you, to dive deep within yourself and tame that lion within, so that you can go after the things that you want. Because again, all is not lost. Like I said, for Power 1, not only do you have your spirit animals, you also have female ancestral energy that is around you and that is with you. To kind of sum this reading up, your spirit animals is letting you know good things are coming your way. So pick your head up. Don't focus on what did not work out. Stop feeling as if you cannot. You are not. Because you are. You are the master of source. Your spirit animals believe in you. Your female ancestral energy believe in you. You have a lot of good things coming your way. Do not allow your emotions to run the show. When you have the power within yourself to make the changes on how you see yourself and how you move forward. Work on it. Work on it. Because for some of you, by this being the first card, it's been a while. Meaning that this is a mindset or a behavior that's been happening for a while. For many of you, you've been working on it. And Spirit is saying there are some good things coming your way because you have. For many of you, you've been working on coming out of a state of illusion. Chastising who you truly are. You've been stepping into your own power. You've been choosing to not focus too much on the past and focus on the now moving forward, because you tapped into the ancestral wisdom. And now many of you feel it and you know that good things are coming your way because you've been working on it. We have the numbers 88. 8 is about manifestation. It's about abundance. Abundance is happiness, joy, contentment, emotional satisfaction. But 8 is also about being able to manifest what you want with your thoughts. And of course, we can manifest the good and the bad. So if we are thinking that we cannot or we are not, if we're focusing on negativity, things from the past, things that's weighing down our emotional state, that's exactly what we're going to manifest in our reality when we have the ability to manifest nothing but good energy, because there is good energy coming your way. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing for those that select Power 1, which is the feather. I truly hope that you did enjoy. I hope that it resonated with you. Again, please make sure that you comment below. Let me know how you felt it resonated with you. Make sure that you subscribe if you have not. And I'll see you back next Wednesday for your next pick a card reading. Blessings to you. I do apologize. I got an urgent text message, guys, so there is a delay. Give me 1 second. Trying to get my daughter registered and online. Computers are kind of messing up, so okay. So thank you for your patience. All right, for those that select Power 2, the turtle. Okay, you got the turtle for Power 2. Let's see what messages are that your spirit animals, guidance messages your spirit animals have for you. The first card that fell out is Dove, Serenity. Slow down, pause, and breathe. Wow. Wow. Because the reason I'm saying wow, slow down, pause, and breathe. Ain't this what turtles do? They take their time. So for many of you that selected Power 2, you guys really need to take it easy. We'll talk in a moment. Let's see what else fell out. OMG. The turtle. Alright. That is funny. You guys also have the 10 of Swords energy. You guys also have Inner Quiet. You guys also have the card of Hope. And last but not least, you guys have the card of Be Brave. Alright, so for Power 2, let's talk about it. Guidance messages from your spirit animals. For some of you, your spirit animal is a dove. For some of you, your spirit animal is a turtle. Maybe some of you have been seeing a lot of doves. For some of you, your spirit animal is a bird of some sort. So maybe for many of you that selected Power 2, you're noticing a lot of birds. Or for some of you, depending on where you are, you may see a lot of turtles. Or you may actually have a turtle as a pet as well. So let me just kind of take a look at this energy here to see what is your messages from your spirit animals. So let's start with the dove. Your spirit animal is wanting you to be in a place of peace. So for some of you guys, you may not be feeling that sense of tranquility that you truly feel that you need to feel or that you deserve. Because what this is acknowledging when it comes to slow down, pause, and breathe, many of you may be dealing with some anxiety. Some of you may be pushing so hard to make something happen. For many of you, maybe you've been working too hard. For some of you, maybe you've been just thinking too much. However, your spirit animals is wanting you to just slow down for a moment. Pause for a second. When you are constantly on the go, whether it's physically or mentally, you are able to make room for error. If you're constantly too busy, constantly going all the time, constantly pushing yourself, number one, you're going to burn yourself out. Number two, you're going to be very stressed, if not depressed. Okay? You may also begin to experience physical health issues because you're constantly going. And if this is a mental thing where your mind is constantly racing, trying to figure this out, got a deadline, got to handle this, how to do this, how to do that, that is affecting your mental state. And for some, it is your mental state. And when your mental is affected, then again it starts affecting your physical. So however, for many of you that selected Power 2, especially because you got two turtles and you got the dove, slow it down. Stop trying to push or force things to happen at this time. Take one day at a time, one step at a time. Try to do as much as you can without overextending yourself. I feel like for many of you that selected Power 2, your spirit animal said doing things in moderation, doing things in balance. Now, with the turtle here, for many of you that selected Power 2, you are an old soul. You've been here many, many times before. Very, very wise. Very wise. Very wise energy. You also have the Ten of Swords, and this is exactly, Swords is the mind. Swords is mental. So for many of you, number one, you've been going through a lot. You've been dealing with a lot externally, people, situations, circumstances. You've been having your own internal struggles within yourself. And it's like if it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not one thing, it's another. So your life could feel very out of balance right now, but you need to gain control. You need to center yourself with inner quiet. No matter how chaotic things may be going on around you, you need to find that peace within yourself. That peace within yourself is very important. Because if you don't have that peace within yourself, you have a hard time handling certain things that you need to handle in the most logical way possible. I just heard for many of you, for many of you and or some of you, what I'm hearing here is that many of you have learned the hard way. And what I mean by that and what I'm hearing Spirit say is that for many of you, you've experienced constantly being on the go, and your body just shut down. One day you just can't get up. One day it's like you can't do nothing because you've been constantly avoiding the messages from your body and constantly pushing yourself. So for many of you are able to resonate that when your body says sit down, it's going to make you sit down. And for some of you, if you don't learn how to balance yourself a little bit more or do more things in moderation, then the universe is going to sit you down. And your spirit animal is saying take control at this time. Find your inner peace. Find your inner quiet in the midst of things that could seem chaotic, in the midst of things that could seem challenging. Whether, again, this is something physically, meaning that you're doing each and every day, or whether this is just something mentally. It's time to take time to slow down a little bit and breathe, because I do feel like for many of you, you could be feeling energies of feeling overwhelmed, maybe even a lot of anxiety as well. And the moment that you take time to center yourself, to ground yourself, to just breathe for a moment, A lot of you want to feel the weight of the world lifting off of you as well. I do feel like for some of you, you may have lost hope in a situation. And that could also be another reason why you're trying to force, or you're trying to push things, or, you're trying to think so hard to make something work because you've lost faith. You have doubt about something. But your spirit animal is saying, now is not the time for losing hope. Now is not the time for losing faith. This is why we're asking that you quiet yourself. You meditate. You find your sacred space. You ground a little bit more. Because in the midst of those quiet moments, in the midst of you taking time out to go within, in the midst of you finding that serenity and peace, you're going to see, and you're also going to feel a total difference in your situation. But if you're constantly going, chasing, moving, that adrenaline is going to keep going, and you're going to eventually burn yourself out. So I do feel like for many of you, your spirit animal wants you to know, no matter what you're going through right now, no matter what you feel that's too hard for you right now, stay optimistic. Because for many of you that has been going through something challenging, whether you've been putting in extra hours for work to take care of the bills, whether you've been dealing with situations within your life, dealing with people, work, emotional things that you're struggling with, it's coming to an end. You have 2 10s here. You have 2 10s. 10 of Swords, and 1 + 9 is 10. So this journey is wrapping up. This energy that you've been in is wrapping up. And anytime something comes to an end, that's because it's a new beginning coming. So Spirit is saying, just slow down. This cycle is almost over with. Right now, find your inner peace. Find your sanctuary. So when this new door of opportunity open up for you, when this new beginning open up for you, don't carry this baggage with you into it. Give me a second. I'm just tuning into Spirit right now. For some of you, you're learning how to do this. You're learning how to be more hopeful. You've learned how to be more wishful. You're learning how to have more faith. You're learning how to kind of be brave, to stand strong, and not force things to happen. Many of you have learned that everything happens for a reason, and that you don't have to force or push anything to happen, or that you don't have to worry and stress yourself out, because at the end of the day, worry is not going to change the outcome. The only outcome that it will change is your mental, physical, and your emotional health. So for many of you, you've already reached this sense of awareness of self. So congratulations. And for those that have not, that's okay, because acknowledgement is a very powerful thing. Being aware is a very powerful thing. So your spirit animals want you to know, again, slow down. Take it easy. Go within. For some of you, you're trying to figure something out. You're an old soul. The answers that you need lie within you. But if you're constantly going physically and mentally, you're blocking out your ego. You're blocking out your guidance. You're blocking out your wisdom. And then the ego begins to play a role. And then you have a hard time trusting or following your heart. So for many of you, finding that sacred space, taking time out to be in a place of stillness, because the answers that you need, or the direction that you need to go, or how to make a move on something, answers are within you. But again, power 2, have faith, stay optimistic, and for those that have already conquered this, congratulations. This is the time for you to be brave. Not allowing your fears, your worries, your doubts, your uncertainties to get the best of you. You're not here alone. Your spirit animals is working with you. Your ancestors are working with you. Your angels are working with you. Okay? Alright, so that's the message for those that selected Power 2. I do hope that you have enjoyed. Please comment below and let me know how that resonated with you, or what Power that you selected as well. Make sure that you like, subscribe to the channel so that you can stay updated on the upcoming videos that's going to be uploaded. And we'll touch bases next Wednesday. Blessings to you. And last but not least, Power 3. For those that selected the Jaguar, what are the guidance messages from your spirit animal? For those that selected Power 3, the Jaguar, let's see, what are the messages from your spirit animal? You do have the Beaver, Productiveness. I couldn't get it together. Productiveness. Go ahead and just do it. Okay. You also have the Cobra. You also have 5, 6, 7, the 8 of Pentacles. Wow, pile 3. You also have thirsty earth. All right, now pile 3, we're about to talk about it. We also have time. And then last but not least, we have think logically. All right, pile 3, let's talk about it. For some of you, the beaver is actually your spirit animal at this time, assisting you. For some of you, it is the cobra. Maybe some of you have been seeing a lot of snakes lately as well, so maybe snakes can also be an actual spirit animal as well. Sometimes you can see certain animals as well a lot, and that is actually your spirit animal, which is why you're seeing that a lot. But for pile 3, for many of you, spirit is saying right now, what are you waiting for? The spirit animals are saying, what are you waiting for? You've been contemplating on this a while. You've been thinking about it. You say, okay, I'm going to do it, and then you don't. Or you just think about it. You think about all these ideas, but you don't move forth in action. For many of you, you move forth in action in something, but you kind of came to a stop. The spirit animals is like, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and just do it. So I do feel like for many of you, you're definitely at a place right now where you've been trying to decide something for a while. And your spirit animals are encouraging you to be productive at this time. Don't allow your fear, don't allow your lack of confidence, don't allow others' opinions or advice to get you in a position where you don't move forth on something that you truly want for yourself. Now, however, your spirit animals think logically. Take your time to think things through thoroughly, of course. They don't want you to rush into a situation. But after you took your time and you thought about things logically, what are you waiting on? Let's get it done. Let's do it. Let's move forth in action. Because with the cobra, this is acknowledging that many of you just been in this place of waiting. Just kind of like a cobra sits there and wait on its prey. Many of you just been waiting, pondering on this idea, pondering on this thought, whether it's moving, whether it's buying a home, whether it's a relationship, whether it's to stop smoking, whatever it may be. Many of you have just been like waiting. Well, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to give it some time. Wait till the summertime. Wait till things get better. You know? But your spirit animal is saying, go within to decide. Think logically, but stop waiting, stop procrastinating. Because for many of you, your spirit animal is saying, that's what it's about. Is it your fears? Is it your doubts? Is it other people's fears that's playing on you right now? Whatever it may be, for many of you that's pick pile 3, that is wanting to move forth in action, your spirit animal is actually telling you to move forth, to go ahead, to just do it. Don't wait. Think about it though. If it feels right for you, do it. Because for many of you, your spirit animal is trying to lead you to financial stability or an increasement of money with the 8 of Pentacles. There's financial stability in something. Especially if this is a career, especially if this is a goal. If this is nothing pertaining to a financial situation. Let's say if it is changing your diet. Say it's stop drinking, to stop smoking. Your spirit animal is saying it's going to require hard work, but you're not going to do it alone. It's going to require discipline, but you're going to reap the rewards in the end. So just go ahead and do it. Move forth in action. For many of those that select pile 3, there is definitely energy surrounding money, career, business, because we have the thirsty earth. And this lets me know that for pile 3, there's so many unlimited possibilities awaiting you. Thirsty earth, water going into the earth, leaves, trees grow, flowers grow. There's abundance available to you. Financial stability. But for those where this is not pertaining to a career or something financially, this is going to bring emotional fulfillment to you. Whatever this may be that you have been pondering on, your spirit animals are saying, let's get going. Because in the end, you're going to have prosperity in some way. You're going to have abundance in some way, whether this is material or whether this is happiness and joy. This is worth your while. And for many of you, now is the time. For some of you, you're waiting on time. Sometimes it's never the right time. Sometimes we can wait. For an example, I'm going to let you know a little bit about me. Okay? I'm a cigarette smoker. It's not a good thing. I hate them. I hate them. But it's a habit. But I always say, I'm going to stop next year. I'm going to stop by the time I'm this age. I'm going to stop at this particular time. Why wait? Because sometimes you can constantly say that and the time never comes. The time never comes. When the time finally comes, you added more time to it. So now you're in a state of procrastination on certain things that you should have got moving towards as well. Even if you don't reach your goal, just taking the baby steps. For many of you, it's all about taking the baby steps. Sometimes we just want to plant that seed and the next day things just be exactly how we want them to be, and it doesn't happen that way. If we just take baby steps each and every day, there's 365 days in a year. If we put forth a little effort each and every day, by the time the end of the year, we done conquered so much for ourselves. So for many of you, don't get too overwhelmed with trying to conquer the world in 24 hours, because it's not going to work. But at least start taking the steps that's needed to move forward towards your dreams. Move forward towards the things that you desire. Because with Power 3, it's nothing but abundance, prosperity. And I'm talking about happiness, joy, contentment, emotional satisfaction, financial, material stability. All your needs being met if you move forth in action. And now is the time. For many of you, you've been seeing 111, 1111 a lot. So that's the universe saying, let's co-create together. Let's set your intentions on what it is that you want to manifest. It's going to require a little hard work and effort. Nothing comes easy. But don't just stand there and wait. When there's so much ample opportunity around you, now is the time. And for some of you, if you move forth now, you're going to actually see major results within a year. Within a year time frame. For many of you, it may not take that long. It could be a week. Could be a month. Could be a day. But for some of you, it could be a year. But each and every day, taking the steps that's needed. Okay? And again, thinking logically. So if confidence is an issue for you, when you are praying to your creator, your spiritual team, ask them for help with your confidence, your motivation. Find ways to inspire yourself. Be around people that's going to uplift you and push you, and not say, girl, you shouldn't be doing that. Boy, I don't think that's the right path for you. Think logically. Go within. Do what's right for you and get moving towards your goals, because there's a lot of blessings that await you. All right. So those are the messages from your spirit animals for those that selected Power 3. I do hope that you truly enjoyed. I hope that it resonated with you. Please comment below on which one that you selected and how you felt it resonated with you. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can always look at the description box. Go to my website as well. Until next Wednesday, blessings to you. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Again, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe my channel so that you can receive notification when the video uploads. Until next Wednesday, blessings and be safe.